Hey, what's up, guys? Want to get in here, get this second video made. The first video was just about the first concept, which is the letting go process, surrendering to God. Quick recap. You just, focus in on whatever feeling, emotion that that you don't want there. Focus in on it directly. Don't focus on the thoughts, just focus on the feeling itself. Let it be there. Don't resist it. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to change it. And just let it go. Let go of your attachment to it. Just say, hey, if this feeling stays here forever, so be it. Then that's going to be my life. If God's gracious enough to take it away from me, then hey, that'd be amazing. But I'm really indifferent however it plays out. If we can stop desiring a set outcome, we can let go of the attachment to it, and it'll eventually run itself out. Whatever emotion it is or feeling, there's only so much steam behind it, and it'll just fizzle out. Um, you may run into some problems if you have tougher tougher feelings or issues that you're trying to work through. So when you try the letting go process, you may feel almost like there's like a tug or pull. It's just some form of resistance. There's something holding on when you say, all right, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it be. But then something there just says, no, we're not gonna do that. And that's because you have some sort of resistance. It's usually caused from either a belief that you have. There's a belief that may prevent you from letting it go, and that's where we have to let go of the belief. Or you may have, there's a payoff to every negative emotion or negative feeling out there. There's a part of you that enjoys that feeling, and you'd have to let go of the payoff of it. And you can ask yourself, can I let go of the payoff I'm getting from this? Can I let go of the pleasure I'm getting from holding a grudge, or the feeling I get from being scared? I like it at the end of the day. There's, everybody's different. Everybody has different things they hold on to. There's a few different methods to get past the resistance. The first one is you just focus in on the feeling of the resistance itself. When you feel that low pull, focus in on that directly and let that go to God. If it is a belief system, you're going to have to really try to identify the exact belief that is holding you back. It's not a must, but it's going to be a lot easier for you to let go if you can figure out which belief you're holding on to. Whether it just be like, I know what's right in the world, and this person who did that to me, that was wrong. I know what's right and wrong. So that's a belief right there, that what is right and wrong. It's a dualistic belief that it's part of the ego's way of working. The ego always puts things dualistically. There's a me and then there's a you. There's a watcher and the person being watched. When you can get lost in all that. Just at the end of the day, what we're doing here is we're acknowledging that we truly don't know much of anything. We just think we know because of the way we've been raised and the lives we've lived. But if we can just let go of that, just be open-minded enough to the possibility that we don't know, and if we can let go of the beliefs that are holding us back, we're going to make it a long way. So, you're going to see a big improvement, and you're going to see a definite difference. But if you're not interested in trying it, then that's perfectly fine. But if you are, believe me, this can help. Okay, so you can focus on the resistance and let go of that. You can identify the belief and let go of that. The last one is the payoff. We have to let go of the payoff. So, let's use anger, because anger is an easy one. There's a part of us that likes being angry at people, because then you can say, yeah, I know this person was wrong, and they know they were wrong, and, I feel justified in being mad at them. And, as much as I wish it would have been different, I still just like knowing I'm right, and like getting that anger out and just holding on to that grudge. If we're not willing to let go of that, we'll never get past the anger in the first place. So if we can let go of that, there's other methods and other ways, but that's why I did start this business, because a lot of times it's got to be discovered in dialogue. As we talk back and forth, we can really identify exactly what is holding us back from letting go of whatever situation or event or feeling it is that we're focusing on. I wanted to get in on this video as to why we focus in on the feeling state and why we try to let go of that and why we try to resolve our issues through the feeling itself, as opposed to just you know, trying to find the person. Like I say, if we have an issue with the person, go talk to the person themselves, try to talk it out, work it out like that, or just try to break it down in our minds and, you know, come to a suitable conclusion where we can, you know, be free of the emotions. Generally, the first two methods don't work. You know, trying to, you know, you can on some of them, but I assure you, it's not going to be as effective as if we go into the feeling state itself and just focus on the feelings to resolve our issues. I'm going to explain exactly why that is. So, if we look at any event in life, you know, we're going to label it as either good or bad, which really just means desirable or undesirable. If something is good, it means yes, we like that, we would want it, you know, we think it's something we would like to see in our life. If it's bad, something we don't want to see in our life. We don't want to see, period, you know. We don't want to see kids get murdered. We don't want to see people run around and steal things, and, you know, there'll be chaos out in the world because, you know, it's something we don't want in our lives. So it's undesirable and it's bad. But now let's look at exactly why we don't want these things. And if we really investigate this, we'll see it all boils down to the feelings. So let's use somebody dying in our life, right? So, family member, you know, say your mom, you know, we all love our moms, most of us at least. And, you know, our moms are getting up there in age, and obviously I'm just speaking in broad terms, but, you know, they end up passing away, and a lot of people will be really sad, and it's an unfortunate thing, and, you know, it's never easy losing somebody, especially somebody you love. But at the end of the day, what we're really worried about, we're not super worried about losing the person themselves. And this might be a little hard for some people to take. Just hear me out on this, though. All right? You know, I mean, we understand that everybody's going to die in life. At some point, everybody's going to die. You know, I mean, so whenever that happens, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. The reason we look at it as a bad experience is because it hurts. It's painful. You know, we love this person. And it's, you know, it hurts us inside. So if we really investigate it, it's the feelings we don't want. We don't want the feeling of having that loss, of having that grief, of having that pain. You know, I mean, obviously we want, you know, we enjoy interacting with our loved ones, but if it's their time to go, it shouldn't be a huge ordeal for us. And as you'll find, if, you know, you do practice the letting go process and you get used to it, you'll find that, you know, I mean, even a loss of a close loved one is not that serious of a issue to get over. You know, I mean, it's not saying you don't love the person. It's not saying you're not sad that they're gone. You didn't grieve for them. You didn't miss them. But, you know, I mean, you don't get caught up on it, and it doesn't last for years upon years. You know, I mean, yeah, I would love to have my loved ones back in my life, but if they're not there, it's okay. You know, we can just deal with that, and we can push forward and keep on going. So then let's look at, let me give you just another example here. Let's say going to jail. You know, nobody wants to go to jail. That's never a fun time. But what is it about going to jail that we really don't want to do? We'll say, oh, well, you know, I don't want to be locked up. I don't want to miss my family. I don't want to, you know, have to eat their garbage food or whatever else. But really, if we break it all down and boil it down as low as we can go to the surface, what are we worried about? What do we not want? We don't want the feeling of having to eat disgusting food. That's no fun. You know, it's like, oh man, this is nasty. It tastes bad. I'm getting bodily sensation, which is taste, senses. That's no good. You know, I'm worried about, you know, what's going to happen around me. You know what I mean? Am I going to get jumped? Am I going to have to beat somebody up? What is going to go on? And, you know, and once again, this all boils down to feelings. You know, what is the feeling of getting attacked? You know, I mean, we don't like that pain. It's the pain feeling we don't want. If there was no pain in fighting, a lot of people wouldn't care about fighting. You know, why do we not want to be away from our families? You know, we say, well, I want to make sure they're safe and good, but, you know, at the end of the day, safe and good is just their feelings. We want them to feel good and safe and secure. We want ourselves to feel good and safe and secure, and we don't feel that way when we're unsure. You know, You know, we're questioning it, we're worried something might happen. You know, what if they don't have enough money? What if they can't eat food? What if all these other things? But these things all boil down to feeling states. What happens if you don't eat food? Then you feel super hungry, it doesn't feel good, you know, you're gonna starve, whatever. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, you boil this all down, it goes to the feeling state. Let's go in the opposite direction. Let's go to things we enjoy, things that we categorize as good. You know, why are they good? Alright, well, you know, I love getting on a ATV and go cruising through the mountains, you know. I mean, hey, that's a fun time, but what is so great about it is the feeling. You feel free, you feel alive, you know, and you feel energized, and that's that life energy that is entering into you. You feel, you know, you're allowing yourself to feel good and positive. You know, we make the mistake of saying it's the events or the things that we're doing that cause us to feel this way, when it's not. You know, we can feel this way anytime we choose to. We just have to remove the blocks to it. You remove the blocks to love and happiness, and that's all you'll feel. That's our natural state of being. So everything we chase, why do we want all this money? Another example. Money is great. When everybody seeks after money, why do you want all the money? Well, because then I can get anything I want. What happens if you get anything you want? Then you can do whatever you want, and you can feel good constantly, is what the natural belief is. You know, anybody who has a ton of money will tell you differently, that it's not that simple where you're just naturally happy because you have a lot of money. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to the feeling state. So if we address all of our issues on the feeling state, then we've bypassed all the unnecessariness, you know. The feeling states are what we choose and what we seek after or avoid. We just make the mistake of misidentifying them with the events around us in the world. You know, I said, oh, when this guy, you know, when he called me a dirty name, you know, I didn't like it. But it's not the fact that he called you a dirty name that you did not like. It's the feelings that were involved in it, you know. If you break it all down, there might have been, you know, there might have been pride. You know, he attacked your pride, made you feel like less of a person. So, you know, that made you feel bad, so which brought up anger. You know, and you started feeling angry because you thought your pride was attacked. You know, you got scared that, you know, somebody else might think you're not, you know, a strong guy, or you think somebody else might try to take advantage of you. It all bases down to feelings. So that's why we want to address the feeling states. And that's where we can truly, you know, make leaps and bounds when we're moving forward through our spiritual work. I think I about got a basic grasp of it. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. If not, you know, like I said, feel free to message me, call me, whatever. I'll try to help you through it. But hope this video helps some guys. Like I said, I'm gonna keep going whenever I have the chance. Thanks, guys.